here to talk about my last read of 2025. It is Little Star by the same guy that wrote Let the Right One In, John Ajvida Lindquist. This has kind of been floating into my radar since probably September. It's been on my shelf for a lot longer, but it started whispering at me in around September, and I finally got around to it before the end of the year, which was kind of like my secret goal. I always have like a secret goal, and my secret goal was to read it by the end of the year. And I feel like I achieved that because I did. This was extremely rooted in human behavioral extremes, which I think is terrifying in its own way. Some of my favorite kind of horror is the horror of humans. That is absolutely on full display in this book. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was mostly about people, and that's the best kind of horror to me. It's kind of similar to Carrie, but not a single person in this book is likable or forgivable. Not a single one. There's also so much Swedish culture in here and pop culture that it went way over my head, but I think that's half the fun, right? Like, this is why I love reading translated books, because you get to see these other cultures and you realize how much exists outside of your own. We're immersed fully in American culture, so we don't think for a second that there's pop stars and novelists and entire cultures that live out there that aren't affected by ours or that don't center ours. It's super important to me to read translated books like this on occasion and remind myself that I am not the center of everyone else's world. And the way he told it was super cool. You saw these, it felt like things were on opposite sides of the country of Sweden, and you watched them slowly come together just in the way he alternated the perspectives of the characters. They were far apart, and he started alternating them faster and faster. So you get longer stretches of one character in the beginning and then more interspersed over, and they seemed like they were getting closer, which I just thought was a really cool way to do it. And Teres, which I hope I'm pronouncing that right, she's ominous from the first moment she pops on screen. She never becomes not unsettling, but every single character feels unsettling. They all feel like they're threatening in their own way, which is really a unique examination of different facets of the human condition and how different extremes can lead you into this ominous place where you feel like a threat, even though you technically on paper shouldn't be. I definitely see why they call him the Swedish Stephen King, though. It's really very Swedish. It is extremely Swedish, but it's easy to wrap your head around. It's super accessible. It took me a couple minutes to just accept there's going to be some references I don't get, but it encouraged me to look stuff up. So I do see absolutely why he makes horror very accessible, and he steeps it in the culture of the country. And if we're giving out stars, I think I'd give it a solid 3 stars. It's not going to change your life. It's not going to leave you an emotional husk, but it's a really good read. It's fun. It's interesting. It's bizarre. It's unique. It's ominous. It's eerie. It's terrifying. All the characters are the worst, but in the best way. So I would give this a respectable, solid 3 stars positive. But that's it. My last book of 2025. She's read. It is done.